What's going on, everybody? BDJ Gaming here, back with another MLB The Show 25 Franchise Mode Series episode. The Cleveland Guardians are the next team we're going to be doing. Now, this is a team that historically hasn't went out and signed a lot of big name free agents, but they did give Jose Ramirez the biggest contract, I believe, in franchise history. He signed for another 4 years, and they had to give him the contract. He's been one of the best players they've ever had. He's just been so good throughout his career for them. And they got some talent. Emmanuel Clase, Stephen Kwan, Cade Smith, a 25-year-old reliever who's been really good for them, like Shane Bieber. So this is going to be a team I think that has a really good shot at making the playoffs. Obviously, we're going to have to be smart with some of the moves we make because this is not a team that goes out and spends a lot of money. Not that they haven't spent money. I mean, they gave Clase an extension. You know, it was a really team-friendly one. They gave Jose Ramirez an extension like I talked about. Stephen Kwan, they'll probably talk about giving him an extension. But they're also a team that, kind of like the Rays, have traded players away that got close to free agency. You know, they let Lindor go and many other names. So we'll have to see what moves we can end up cooking with. They do have a very good bullpen. Hunter Gaddis, Cade Smith, Emmanuel Clase. So let's take a look at what we're going to do. I did sign a few free agents like Mike Castle, who was out there just before we started this. So our rotation going to be Shane Bieber, who's battled some injuries. We do need a clear-cut ace, so that's going to be something we're going to look to get. Tanner Beebe, who's been very good for them. Luis Ortiz, former Pirate. Mike Castle, a rookie we signed. And then John Means, another guy they gave only $1 million to since he's going to be out most of the season. And you got Ben Lively, who could be our long relief pitcher. So very solid rotation. Nothing really to be like, man, this rotation is going to dominate the season. We definitely need to make some moves for the rotation. Maybe even before the season starts, I'll make a move for it. We'll see. Bullpen, Cade Smith, Hunter Gaddis, Sam Hinges, who's been very effective throughout his career. Paul Sewald, the veteran, who's on the last year of his deal, $7.3 million. We'll see if we bring him back, depending on how he pitches. Tim Herron, and then pitching prospects. I forgot to look at the starting pitching side. They do have Gavin Williams, 25 years old, and they have Daniel Espino, 24 years old. So they got some solid prospects, no A potential prospects. Closers, you got Manuel Clase, top 5 closer, top 3 closer in baseball. I know he struggled this year in real life, but man, has he been good throughout his career for them. And then you got Bo Naylor, Josh Naylor's brother, as catcher, 25 years of age. We'll see how he performs. Got really good power against right-handers, very good defensive catcher. And then we have Austin Hedges, just more of a defensive catcher, not really much offensively there. We signed De La Cruz, 23-year-old. He could eventually be our backup catcher. We'll see how he performs. Carl Santana, the veteran at first base, his overall is going to decline dramatically. But we have Kyle Manzardo waiting in the wings at first base. A guy who's got a ton of power. They're very high on. We signed Elehuros Montero in free agency, former Rocky. Second base, you got Daniel Schneemann. I think that's how you pronounce it. And then Gabriel Arias. Two guys who were, more stopgaps right now. Now, more for Travis Bezana, who could be used as a trade chip, our top prospect. Could definitely get a better second baseman. Third base, we're good. Jose Ramirez. And then David Fry can play all over the diamond as well. Could put him at first base potentially as well, or an outfield spot. A guy who made an impression. 29 years old, debuted at like 27, but he's made a good impression in the major league. Shortstop, you got Brian Rocchio. 64 overall, definitely the shortstop. And then left field, you got Stephen Kwan. We're good there. You got some you got some good prospects like Jason Churio, Jackson Churio's brother, 19 years of age, could be used as a trade chip as well. Lane Thomas is in the final year of his deal, could be a trade chip. A guy who really got traded from my Cardinals and started hitting, got an opportunity to play, and he made the most of it. Washington ended up getting traded to the Guardians last season, so we'll see how he performs, whether we bring him back or not. And then we have Angel Martinez, and then Jaconzi Noel, who's a big power guy, only a 71 overall. So I think offensively, I almost botched that. Offensively, we definitely need some work. I mean, we got some positions that definitely need some upgrades, like second base, third base, I'm tripping, shortstop, and then right field. But, I mean, this team has the talent to make a wild card, maybe win the division. I mean, the AL Central is a very tight division with the Twins, the Tigers, the Royals, and then the White Sox are going to be the White Sox. By the way, check out my last video on the White Sox if you guys haven't gotten a chance to. So I'm going to look through some trades, see if we can upgrade a few of these positions, and I'll get to work. Maybe before we get this franchise started, Gerardo Perdomo, who's on a very reasonable contract, 9.5 million due till 2029. Very good contact hitter. Hasn't put up the best offensive numbers yet, but he's young. He's got good contact against left-handers. This is the type of deal that the Guardians usually make, and we're going to trade Brian Rocchio, and then Daniel Espino, who's one of our top starting pitching prospects, and we're going to get our shortstop. Get our second baseman. We're going to trade George Valera and Daniel Sheeman for Tyler Fitzgerald from the Giants, another guy who's going through arbitration right now on a very reasonable deal. 2 years under his belt so far, if you can count the first season. Very good contact numbers, got some solid pop. I think he has an intriguing hitter to our lineup. Another trade we're going to make, we're going to get Roki Sasaki. This is not an ace, but he's a guy with a ton of potential from the Dodgers. Dodgers have enough starting pitching. We're going to give up Isaac Martinez, who's a 23-year-old relief pitcher. We're going to give them Gavin Williams, one of our top pitching prospects, or not prospects, one of our young right-handers in the system, right-handers. And we're also going to give them Cameron Sullivan, who is really one of our lower pitching prospects. So I think this adds an intriguing young arm to our rotation. So here we are, ladies and gentlemen, our first trade deadline. We're 3 games above 500, 6.5 games back of first place. And the wild card hunt, we're about the same amount of distance, 6 games back. Do we have a shot? Yes, but we'd have to get hot really quick to make that happen. So let's see how everybody's been performing and what we might need to get to try to make a late season run. So Stephen Kwan has been okay so far this season. 7 home runs, 43 RBIs, hitting 285. Numbers a little down from last year, but hopefully he ends up turning it around. Gerardo Perdomo has been having a pretty good season so far. 8 home runs, 31 RBIs, hitting 289, slugging 401. Not bad numbers at all. Jose Ramirez putting up Jose Ramirez type numbers. 19 home runs, 78 RBIs, hitting 309. Kyle Manzardo, 11 home runs, 37 RBIs so far. Wouldn't say he's been horrible. Nolan Jones hasn't done anything special. 3 home runs, 33 RBIs. Tyler Fitzgerald, who had an injury earlier on, has 11 home runs, showing a little bit of pop so far. Bo Naylor hasn't done much offensively, only 6 home runs, 27 RBIs. Joe Kinsey Noel, showing some pop, but other than that, not really anything to get too excited about. Lane Thomas, who's due for free agency, not having the season I'm sure he expected, only 6 home runs and 28 RBIs at 220. So our lineup is not done too hot. That's definitely one of the reasons we're only 3 games above 500. Carl Santana, off the bench, hasn't been horrible. 1 home run, 17 RBIs, hitting 264. This guy right here, Gabriel Arias, we've been getting a lot of interest in. He has 9 home runs off the bench, 28 RBIs, hitting 225. Austin Hedges wasn't expecting much offensively anyways, hitting 149. And then David Fry has been really one of our best platoon/bench bats. 276 average, 11 home runs, 37 RBIs. So I think David Fry deserves to play every day, honestly, over Noel, because, I mean, he's been putting up really good numbers. He's in a platoon role right now, but we need to upgrade this offense any way we can. Pitching-wise, Shane Bieber has been effective, 3.78 ERA, 9-7 record. Roki Sasaki, not bad, 5-11 record, ERA close to 4. Tanner Beebe's been awesome, 10-9, 3.25 ERA. Luis Ortiz has had a solid season, 10-4, ERA just over 4 at 4.07. And then John Means has been effective, 5-7, 3.87. So is anybody pitching like an ace? No, but we have all ERAs close to 4 or just over 4, so that's not awful. Ben Lively out of the pen has been great, 2.88 ERA for him. Hunter Gaddis has had a little bit of an injury this year, but he's been effective when he's pitched, 2.93 ERA. Sam Hinges has been unhittable, 1.88 ERA in 28 innings. Paul Sewald, who's due for free agency, we could trade him for something, 1.87 ERA in 53 innings. Tim Herron has been effective as well, 2.96. Cade Smith, 2.33 ERA. Trevor Stephan, not too bad, 4.24. That's the highest ERA we got out of the bullpen. That's awesome. And Emmanuel Clase, 1.27 ERA, 31 out of 33 in save margin. So our bullpen has been spectacular. It just seems like our lineup's really been what's letting us down and really lack of a true ace. So the question is, do we look to buy a few pieces, try to still make a run at it, or do we sell off some of the pieces and just see how the rest of the season pans out? That's a tough decision to make. We do have a few guys due for free agency. We have, like I said, Paul Sewald. He's about to hit free agency. We have, let's see, Carl Santana, but he's 38 anyways. We have Lane Thomas. That's really the only free agents we really have coming up here. Lane Thomas, we could get something for. He's not really, I mean, even if we get rid of him, I don't really think we're losing too much. He has not provided a lot of offense. So I'm going to look through some trades, see if there's anything we can do. If not, I'll see you guys at the end of the season. Cardinals, Lars Nootbaar, we're going to get back for Lane Thomas and Paul Sewald. Newt's on a cheap salary. I don't think he's a free agent until 2 years from now. So I think it's a very good trade. We could put Newt in center and we get rid of two expiring contracts for a guy we're going to have for a few more seasons. So I like this trade. So first season's officially over, and we end up finishing with 84 wins, 78 losses, but the Tigers and Twins just had great seasons. 97 wins for the Tigers. Twins win 90 games. Wild card, we didn't have a shot. We were 5 games out. Too many teams to leapfrog. So let's see how everybody did to finish off this first season. So Shane Bieber, not a bad season. 14-10, 3.76 ERA. Roki Sasaki, 3.53 ERA. I'll take that 9-14 record. Tanner Beebe was effective all season long, 15-12, 3.55 ERA. Then Luis Ortiz had a bad second half, 13 wins though, but an ERA close to 5. And then Mike Castle ended up getting the call, 4.62 ERA for him, So Ben Lively ended up pitching well, but had a bad second half, 3.82 ERA for him. Hunter Gaddis, down year overall, but not a bad year, 3.25 ERA, 3-0 record. Sam Hinges, 1-1 record, ERA close to 4. Jacob Junis, we ended up calling up from AAA, was pitching, effective down there. Ended up pitching effective up here as well, 1.90 ERA in 23 innings. Tim Herron was awesome all year long, 2.87 ERA. Cade Smith, 2.40 ERA with 36 holds. Trevor Steven was okay, 4.42 ERA. And then Emmanuel Clase with a 50 save year, only had 4 blown save with an ERA just over 2. So our bullpen's something we don't really need to worry about too much. We might need to add one arm to it, but we definitely need to go out and add like maybe another top arm to this rotation. Let's look at the offense. Stephen Kwan, 13 home runs, 63 RBIs, had a typical Stephen Kwan year. I'll take that. 293 average. Gerardo Perdomo gave us good numbers, 11 home runs, 45 RBIs at 292. Jose Ramirez, a little bit of a down year, but still gave us great numbers, 28 home runs, drove in 110. Kyle Manzardo was great. He's going to be our first baseman for the future. 18 home runs, 60 RBIs. We are doing 3 seasons, by the way. I know there's new viewers who tune in. We do 3 seasons of this franchise. 18 home runs, though, for Kyle Manzardo. Tyler Fitzgerald didn't really give us the offense we'd hoped for. Hopefully next year he can bounce back, even if it's in like platoon role. And then David Fry, 24 home runs. We were thinking about trading him, but we didn't do that, thank goodness. 24 home runs, 64 RBIs. Lars Newbar wasn't that great this season. 11 home runs, 47 RBIs. Bo Naylor, 12 home runs, about where his numbers were last year. And then Nolan Jones, not really too much to get excited about with his numbers. And then Carl Santana to hit 297, but we're not going to bring him back. Gabriel Arias, 10 home runs. I'll take that from a guy off the bench any day of the week. Austin Hedges had only hit 126. Yikes. 12 for 95. And then Joaquin Noel provided pop as he usually does. 14 home runs and drove in 40. So our offense is definitely going to be something we have to focus on as well. We need to get another big bat to put with Ramirez and Manzardo because nobody else is really hitting for much power in this lineup outside of David Fry. But, we definitely need to get a big bat. So I'm going to get to work on this first offseason. So second season about to get underway. Hopefully we end up making the playoffs or a wild card this time around because it just wasn't good. And Zach Eflin, we ended up going out and signing, and 20.7 per year, not outrageous, a little hefty for the Guardians, but we had $70 million available in cap space. I thought, you know what, we need a starting rotation piece, and he's not, overpriced. So we have him, Bieber, Sasaki, Beebe, and Luis Ortiz going to be our starting 5. We got some young arms who could potentially be used as trade chips as well. We went out and signed Devin Williams, 2 years, 8.9 per year, had a great year last year with the Yankees. We add him to our already an elite bullpen with Gaddis, Smith, and Clase. I think he fits right in. Catcher, first base, we signed Wilmer Flores to a 2-year deal, 5.7 per year. He's coming off a 20 home run year. Him and Mazzardo could definitely platoon potentially, or he could just be a guy off the bench who could play everywhere. And the second base, we still got Fitzgerald, Jose Ramirez a third, shortstop Perdomo, left field Newt, center field Kwan. We went out and signed Ryan O'Hearn to play right field. He's coming off a 23 home run year. Wasn't too expensive, $11.9 million per year. So I think we had 2 big bats. We had a starting rotation piece. We had a bullpen piece and a bench piece. I think that's what we needed. So let's see if it helps. Let's get the second season underway. And in third place, 58-52. And we are 1 game out of a wild card spot. So not the worst spot to be at the trade deadline. Let's see what everybody's been doing before we decide what moves we need to make. Stephen Kwan, 15 home runs, 48 RBIs. He's going to have a career year this year. He's hitting 287. That's great to see. Gerardo Perdomo has been solid. Not really putting up anything special offensively with 9 home runs, 43 RBIs, hitting 279. Jose Ramirez having a down year so far, only 15 home runs and 58 RBIs so far. We definitely need him to get going if we're going to make a run. Ryan O'Hearn has been a great pickup for us in free agency. 17 home runs, 69 RBIs, hitting 297. Lars Nootbaar, not much. I mean, he was hurt, I think, earlier in the year, but only 6 home runs and 32 RBIs so far. Kyle Manzardo has not really took that leap after last year, only 6 home runs so far. Gabriel Reyes has been one of our most consistent guys throughout this franchise, at least with like his numbers. 11 home runs, 43 RBIs, hitting 284. Tyler Fitzgerald's been a bust for us so far, has not took that big leap, especially like contact-wise. All his contact numbers and power numbers will go up a little bit, has not worked out. And then Bo Naylor having a good year offensively so far. 14 home runs, 29 RBIs, hitting 250. So our offense still struggling for the most part. Wilmer Flores has been a bad free agent signing so far, only 8 home runs and 27 RBIs. Nolan Jones has not done much, only 2 home runs. And then De La Cruz is now our backup catcher. He's providing more than Austin Hedges provided, I guess, so that's at least a positive. And then Travis Bazzana, we ended up calling him up. He's hitting 302 so far. We did have an injury. Let me go through. David Fry, one of our best hitters, out the rest of the season with a torn Achilles tendon. Huge loss for our offense. Was hitting 15 home runs and 300 at the time of his injury. So that's a big part of our lineup loss. So let's take a look at the pitching. Shane Bieber has been awesome, 13-2, 2.56 ERA so far for him. Roki Sasaki has not been good, ERA over 5. Zach Eflin has not pitched like we had hoped after the free agent signing, ERA close to 5 as well. 8-9 record. Tanner Beebe's been great, 3.29 ERA. And Luis Ortiz has not been great really either. So a lot of bad years in our rotation so far. Colby Allard has been awesome, 1.99 ERA in 45 innings. Hunter Gaddis, good so far, 2.54 ERA. Devin Williams, 3.02 ERA. You'll take that. Sam Hinges has been awesome as well, 2.12 ERA in 51 innings. Trevor Stephen, not been too good, ERA close to 4 or over 4.5. Emmanuel Clase he's not even our closer right now, which is actually crazy. Cade Smith isn't. Cade Smith's not been bad, but we definitely need Clase in that closer spot. 3.83 ERA, 29 saves. Tim Herron, another good year for him, 3.14 ERA. And then Emmanuel Clase with the ERA of 2.40 with 22 holds. So our bullpen, once again, been very effective. Rotation, not so much. And lineup, not so much. So really, I think we need to go out and get a DH. Fitzgerald's not really done much in that spot. And really just see what's out there. Maybe upgrade our bench a little bit. Our bench has not been good with Jones and Flores. And then we need to get another starting pitcher because our rotation's really been a letdown so far, which I thought would be a strength of this team. So I'm going to look through the trade market and see what we can cook up before we try to make the playoffs the second season. We're going to trade Luis Ortiz, who's been our 5th starter. Glenn Hess is pitching well in AAA. Maybe we give him an opportunity to be our 5th starter. Maybe we trade for another starter. We're going to give them Angel Genoa, who's our top shortstop prospect, who is playing well. Actually, never mind, he's not playing well. And then Wilmer Flores, we get rid of him. For Zach Neto, who's having a fantastic year on the Angels, 23 home runs. He has a big power bat. He's only 25. He's under club control at a really reasonable price. I think this really helps our offense. Trade. This is a very tough trade to do because we're giving up a lot. We're giving up Travis Bazzana, who's been one of our best prospects. I mean, he's our number 1 prospect, 23 years of age. He's played good at the big league so far. We're getting up Gabriel Reyes, another guy who's been very good off our bench. So we're getting up 2 big bench pieces. And we're also giving up Zach Eflin for Brian Wu of the Seattle Mariners. And, you got to give up something to get something. He's under club control for 3 more seasons after this. Obviously, we're only doing 2 more seasons. But he adds a big arm to pair with Shane Bieber and Roki Sasaki and really be our number 1. He's only 26. I think this makes a lot of sense. Winning 94 games. Twins win 99 games, though. We end up making the wild card by 7 games. So the moves we made pay off. Let's say everybody did before we get this wild card round going here. Stephen Kwan with a great year. 19 home runs, 64 runs driven, hit 299. Perdomo, solid production, 13 home runs, 68 RBIs for him. And then we had a Jose Ramirez, had a better second half, 26 home runs, drove an 87. We definitely need him to carry us in this postseason. Ryan O'Hearn, 29 home runs, drove in 101, hit 303. What a season for him, a career season. And then Zach Neto, 32 home runs, drove in 95. He was the big bat we needed in this lineup. Lars Newbar has not worked out for us so far. Only 10 home runs, 43 RBIs this year. Kyle Manzardo didn't have a good second full season with us, and that's unfortunate. Tyler Fitzgerald had a better second half, 17 home runs, 71 RBIs. That's the production I was hoping for when we traded for him. Bo Naylor with 22 home runs, showing some pop. Career year for him. And we look at our bench, Nolan Jones, again, didn't provide much offense. I think this is the same numbers he had at the trade deadline, which is crazy. And then De La Cruz didn't provide much. Noel hit 333 in limited time. And then Angel Martinez did not play at all. Then we look at the rotation in the bullpen. Brian Wu, 13-7, 2.95 ERA, pitched like a number one. Shane Bieber was just as effective, 17 wins, 4 losses, 2.81 ERA. Roki Sasaki just couldn't get it going this year. Hopefully he has a good postseason. ERA over 5. Tanner Beebe was great as well, 13-8, 3.32 ERA. And then Glenn Hess, we ended up giving an opportunity to start, and he made the most of it, 2.91 ERA, 5-2 record. Mike Castle, only 3 innings pitched and an ERA of 9.82. That's not going to look good on the back of your baseball card, I will say. Hunter Gaddis was fantastic, 2.16 ERA for him. Devin Williams, ERA higher than what we're used to seeing. Hopefully he has a better postseason, 3.61 ERA. Sam Hinges, great year, 2.75 ERA. Trevor Stephen, 3-0, ERA around 4. That just seems like that's going to be what his current numbers are. Cade Smith, ERA higher than what we're used to with him, so I had 29 saves, 11 holds. Tim Herron had a bad second half, but still an effective season overall, 3.30 ERA. And Emmanuel Clase, 19 saves out of 20 opportunities, 23 holds, and an ERA of 2.29. So, can we defeat our division rival, the Detroit Tigers, in the wild card round? Here we go. In Cleveland, they won 87 games, so the AL Central, very tight, as it usually is. So here we go. Brian Woe on the mound. Brian Woe. I know I mispronounced his name probably. I apologize. So Brian Wu, second inning, hit by pitch to Torkelson. He steals second, but does not come back to haunt us here. 1, 2, 3, third, bottom of the third. 2-out single, doesn't have, solo shot by Kyle Tucker. And then we get a double play. But we're facing Tarek Skubal, though, so it's going to be a tough assignment either way you look at it. So 6th inning, Wu still in the game, error and a strikeout. So 6 strong innings out of him. And there's a solo shot by Stephen Kwan, ties the game. Maybe one more inning. Do we trust him? Let's do it. Okay, pop-up. 7 strong innings. Skubal just as effective. 2-out double, a walk, and we get a ground out. So we're going to go to the bullpen. Devin Williams here to face some lefties and gets a double play after a walk. They go to Jason Foley to face the bottom of the order. Solo shot by New, and we take the lead in the bottom of the 9th. And we're going to go to our closer here, Emmanuel Clase. Fly out, ground out, pop up. So in a close pitching duel, we take game 1 against the Detroit Tigers. So I'm going to go ahead and sim game 2. And we win that and advance to the next round. That's how you do it right there. So we have Pablo Lopez against Roki Sasaki here in Minnesota, 99-win team. This is going to be a very tough series. Roki Sasaki, let's see if he has a good game here. 1, 2, 3 first for Pablo Lopez. Man, this win lineup is good. They got Nathaniel Lowe, Jose Altuve, Royce Lewis, Byron Buxton. Correa hit 9th. Sheesh. So we got 2 on, 2 out, bases loaded for Jose Ramirez, and he strikes out. That's tough. So Pablo Lopez still looking to roll here. There's a walk, a single, a fly out, fielder's choice, and man, what a job getting out of that. We score a run thanks to Fitzgerald, and we take a 1-0 lead. There's a single strikeout, and they tie the game thanks to Altuve with a triple. Solo shot by Ryan O'Hearn gets us the lead right back. Maybe, and there's the lead already down by the wayside. So we're going to go to the bullpen. We're going to go to Hunter Gaddis here. Walk, sack, bunt, walk. 1 run scores. He is not throwing strikes right now. We're going to go to Trevor Stephen here. Grand slam by Jose Altuve. Oh my goodness, this inning is unraveled. We're going to go to Mike Castle. We're down 5 runs against Pablo Lopez. He walks the leadoff hitter. Another walk, fly out, single, bases loaded for Jose Ramirez. He drives in 2. Bases loaded again for Zach Neto against Duran, and he strikes out. Maybe one more inning at a Castle. Good job by him. Durant still in the game, gets through the inning. Might as well use Castle another inning, keep a bullpen. And there's a solo shot by Nathaniel Lowe, so it's 8-4. They bring in Varland, and 2-out single doesn't amount to anything. So they slam the door here in game 1. That grand slam is the shot in the foot to us. That really hurt us. So we're down 0-1. Sasaki didn't pitch horrible, but the bullpen definitely didn't get the job done. So we're going to go to Tanner Beebe here in game 2 against Joe Ryan. Runner gets thrown out. We score a run anyways, though, thanks to Jose Ramirez. Let's see if Tanner Beebe can keep pitching well. Lead off double by Manzardo. Can't get him home. 1-2-3 second. Lead off walk. Another runner gets thrown out, but we score a run right after again anyways. So 2-0. Joe Ryan trying to get, or at least keep this game close. We got first and third against us right now. Stolen base, and the game is tied. Byron Buxton, and Beebe's going through a little bit in that inning. Maybe one more inning out of him here. What a job getting that double play. So Sir Anthony Dominguez in the pitch. We're going to go to our bullpen. We're going to go to, let's see. We're going to go to Devin Williams. 1-out single, a walk, fielder's choice, and a strikeout. So he gets out of that. An error doesn't come back to bite us. We're going to go to Cade Smith, who has yet to pitch in this series. 1-2-3 7th. Middle of the order. Maybe one more inning out of Cade Smith. So top of the 9th. Griffin Jacks in the pitch. 1-2-3 inning. We're going to go to Tim Herron here. Leadoff walk, fly out, and a double play. Bottom of the order. Two-out walk and a ground out. So maybe one more inning out of Herron here. 2-out walk and a fly out. Durant in the pitch. Middle of the order. Man, it's been tough. Class A, trying to keep this game close. Walk. Come on, we got to get a run here. One more inning out of Class A, and he gets a clutch double play. So they bring in Brock Stewart, leadoff single, strikeout, walk. It's up to Ryan O'Hearn. He lines out. So we're going to go to our long relief pitcher, Mike Castle here. 1-out double, ground out, pop up. We're in the 14th inning now, still tied. No team can get going, and I might have just jinxed it. Bases loaded, and we get out of it. Oh, my goodness. This is going to go to 20 innings. Cole Sands in the pitch. Leadoff single by Fitzgerald. 2-run bomb by Bo Naylor. And a back-to-back home runs. Stephen Kwan. And we take the lead. 2-run bomb by Ryan O'Hearn. And we have taken a commanding lead here in the 15th inning. 9-2. 10-2. So we're going to go to Sam Hinges here. And he, trying to slam the door, he does. So we take a convincing 10-2. It took us about 2 games to get it, but we end up doing it there. So 1-1 series. We're gonna go to Brian Wu here at home. Drew Rasmussen on the mound for the Twins. I almost said Marlins for a second. I don't know why. And they're trying to get something going. Runner gets thrown out to end the inning. Our offense has not been that good in these playoffs, but our pitching is kept. There's a 3-run bomb by Royce Lewis, gets them a 3-0 lead. Can our offense get us back in this game? Top of the order, 2-out double, maybe one, and a solo shot by Royce Lewis. He has been the entire offense for the Twins. 1-out double, fly out, strikeouts. We're going to go to the pen. Devin Williams here to face the bottom of the order. And a 3-run bomb by Nathaniel Lowe. 2-run bomb by Byron Buxton. And this game has come unglued, ladies and gentlemen. 9-0 ball game. 10-0 ball game. Yikes. This is a butt whooping if I ever saw one. So maybe it's time to put in Castle to eat some innings, because this game is all but over, I think. Man, that is tough. There's a run. Castle, just get us through this game if you can. This is rough. Bottom of the 9th, and it is just, it's a bad game. 11-1 loss, so we're against the ropes here. 2-1 in the series. That is not how you want to do it here. Okay. Can we force a game 5? Shane Bieber on the mound. Stolen base, single, fly out, fielder's choice to get out of the first inning. We need Bieber to pitch an ace-type performance tonight, but our offense has to get going. 2-run bomb by Nathaniel Lowe, and it's 2-0, 3-0, 5-0 Minnesota, and they are just putting a butt whooping on us right now. I mean, they are ready to advance. Our offense just can't get going. It's been rough. Maybe one more inning at a Bieber here. Lead off walk. I mean, we just can't get nothing going. It's just been rough. Sam Hinges in the pitch. Bottom of the sixth, the middle of the order. One more inning at a Hinges here. So Anthony Dominguez. 2 on, nobody out. We score 1 run. We got some hope. 2 runs. Duran in the pitch. And we get another run. So it's a ball game now. 5-3. So we're going to go to Cade Smith to keep this game close. And he gives up a leadoff home run to the guy who has smoked us all series long, Royce Lewis. Ryan O'Hearn, leadoff single. Zach Neto strikes out. Newt Bar strikes out. Manzardo hits no fielder's choice. We're going to go to Class A to keep this game close. Bottom of the ninth. Fitzgerald against Jack strikes out. Bo Naylor singles. We're going to pinch run here. Do we have any speed off the bench? Not really. This is tough. I mean, I guess we'll go with Nolan Jones to pinch run. Stephen Kwan hits into a double play to end it, and our postseason is over. Let's see who wins the World Series. The Rangers defeat the Dodgers. So we made the playoffs the second season. First season we didn't. We got one more season to try to win a World Series here. Let's see if we can make it happen. I'm going to get to the work in the offseason. Here we go. Final season of this franchise. Can we win a World Series? That's the big question. Can we make it happen? We have a good roster. We re-signed Shane Bieber. It was a hefty price, but we need to bring him back. So we got a great starting rotation right now. We ended up adding this bullpen. We had David Bednar, who's coming off a solid year in Pittsburgh. 1 year, $6.2 million. Figured why not add another arm just to have a safe bullpen. Didn't really add much else to this team, really. I mean, I didn't really see too much. We added Orlando Arcia to be a bench bat. He's coming off a 16 home run year. But other than that, didn't really feel a need to. I mean, our offense wasn't horrible by the end of the season. So I think we can repeat what we did last year and hopefully make a run at the playoffs. So let's do it. Trade deadline. We're sitting in a fantastic spot right now. 69-41, 7 games up on the Tigers. And, part of me is just like, just let this team ride it out and see how we end the season. When you're playing solo as a team, sometimes you don't want to mess up team chemistry. I've said that before. I'm going to skim through everybody's stats, see if we're really struggling. Sorry if I go too quick here. Lineup doesn't look horrible. A lot of guys with a good amount of home runs, hitting for decent averages. Bench is looking okay. Take a look at the pitching. Rotation doesn't look horrible besides Sasaki. Bullpen, as usual, looks really effective. Yeah, I'm going to let this season just ride out to the end. So I'll see you guys hopefully for the playoffs. Season is over. We had some league leaders. Emmanuel Classic with 54 saves. We ended up winning 100 games to end this franchise in the regular season. Fantastic way to end it. Just a dominant season. Had my little bit of doubt with this team. Like, did we add enough? But it definitely paid off. So let's say by the end of the year before we hopefully win a World Series to cap it off. 19 home runs, 67 RBIs for Stephen Kwan. Pretty identical to last year. Ryan O'Hearn, what an acquisition he was. 21 home runs, 93 RBIs. Both his seasons in Cleveland were fantastic. Jose Ramirez, another fantastic year. 31 home runs, drove in 100. David Fry with 29 home runs, hit 320. Incredible season. Zach Nato providing some pop. Didn't have as good of a year as last year, though, with only 23 home runs compared to 32. Tyler Fitzgerald had an awful year. Didn't play as much, but only 6 home runs, 24 runs driven in. Newbar had a better season, 15 home runs, drove in 37. Bo Naylor, another good power year, 19 home runs. Gerardo Perdomo, about where his numbers are going to be from season to season. 13 home runs, 82 RBIs at 279. Then we look at our bench. Kyle Manzardo had 18 home runs this year. Surprised he's not in the lineup, honestly. I'm going to put him at DH. Nolan Jones had a better season, but he's just a guy mainly just for defense, I think, at this point. De La Cruz had 5 home runs. Better season for him. Noel didn't provide much. So, not, I guess, the best season for our bench, but got through. And then Brian Wu, 13-11, ERA higher than what we're used to seeing, but still not a bad season overall, 3.58 ERA. Shane Bieber was excellent, 14-7, 3.16 ERA. Roki Sasaki had a better year, but just didn't pitch like I thought he would in this franchise. ERA over 4. Tanner Beebe has been very consistent, 3.21 ERA for him. And then Glenn Hess has really made an impact in that fifth starter spot, 3.33 ERA for him, and pitched almost 200 innings. Trevor Steven didn't pitch this year. Hunter Gaddis with another effective year, 3.16 ERA. Devin Williams with a 3.09 ERA, 5-0 record. Tim Herron, ERA higher a little bit, but still not a bad season at all. Sam Hinges, 3.58 ERA. Cade Smith, ERA a little bit higher, but about where he was last year. David Bednar was a great free agent acquisition, 2.33 ERA on the year. And then Emmanuel Clase with 54 out of 58 saves. ERA higher a little bit, but still saving 50 games is no joke. So we get on with these postseason. Can we win a World Series to end it? We're facing the Detroit Tigers again, a team that we eliminated in the wild card last year. They won 89 games this year. We have home field advantage. Let's see if Brian Wu could pitch us to a World Series, or at least to a Game 1. Well, let me not jump to World Series yet. There's a double and a run scores thanks to David Fry, so we take a 1-0 lead. Jackson Joby on the mound for the Tigers. Runner gets thrown out. Top of the order. Nothing happened. Leadoff single, 2 singles, and a double gets them the lead. So let's see if we can get our offense going here. Top of the 5th, 1, 2, 3. Bottom of the order coming up. 2-out double, can't get him home. Do we go to the bullpen here? I think we do. We're going to go to Hunter Gaddis, fly out, run, scores. So he gives up a run in the inning, middle of the order, coming up 2 on, 1 out, and a 3-run bomb by Manzardo gets us the lead. Brant Herter on the mound. Man, what a clutch home run. So we go to Devin Williams. 1, 2, 3, 7. Tyler Holton on the mound. Leadoff double by Stephen Kwan. A walk to O'Hearn, but we hit into a double play. So we're going to go to Cade Smith here. Strikes out the side. Jason Foley in the pitch, the bottom of the 8th. We don't get a run, so it's up to Clase to get us a Game 1 win. Leadoff single. Pinch runner. Fielder's choice. Single. Line out. Walk. Bases loaded. And they tie the game to a walk. So we're in the bottom of the 9th. Perdomo grounds out. Kwan singles. Single by Ryan O'Hearn. So Jose Ramirez walks. Bases loaded. David Fry drives in. Actually, an error cost the Tigers in Game 1. That is tough. So we're going to sim Game 2. We lose that 5-6. So Game 3 in Detroit. Series tied 1-1. Roki Sasaki on the mound. We need him to pitch great. Tony Gonsolin on the mound for Detroit. 1, 2, 3, top of the 1st. Error, double play, single, and a fly out. Tony Gonsolin pitching well so far. There's a 2-out walk. Doesn't come around to bite him there. 2-out single, a walk, and 2-run scores. Another walk. So we give up 2 runs. Leadoff walk for us. We can't get him home. Runner gets thrown out. Leadoff single by New, a walk to Bo Naylor. And we tie the game thanks to Stephen Kwan. So it's 2-2. 1 more inning out of Sasaki. 5 strong innings. An error and a double. We take the lead thanks to Kyle Manzardo. Another double by Bo Naylor. Maybe 1 more inning out of Sasaki. So 6 strong innings. Tyler Holton in the pitch. Top of it. And there's a solo shot by Ryan O'Hearn. Solo shot by David Fry. It's 6-2 now. We're going to go to Hunter Gaddis here. Bottom of the order. 1, 2, 3, 7. Jason Foley still in the pitch. Let's see. We're going to go to Tim Herron here. Big lead. 1, 2, 3, 8th. Zach Jackson in the pitch. Gets out of the inning. So we're not going to use our closer. We're going to go David Bednar here. And he slams the door shut as we take Game 3 in Detroit. We sim Game 4 and we advance to face the Seattle Mariners, a team with a fantastic pitching staff. Whew, this is going to be a tough series. A team that won 98 games. You talk about 2 teams that were juggernauts this year. So okay, let me go fix the rotation real quick. So we're going to go. So that should be good. Okay. So Brian Wu against his former team that we got to trade from. So here we go. In Cleveland, leadoff walk, a stolen base, gets them going early. Ozuna drives in the run. George Kirby on the mound. We get a leadoff double, a walk, a pop-up, and a strikeout. Leadoff double by Luke Raley. They don't get him home. Bottom of the order. That might have been our time to tie up this game. 2-out error doesn't come around to bite us. Top of the order, get nothing going. 2 singles in a row. 3-run bomb by Alec Burleson. It's 4-0. Seattle. We do get a run thanks to Zach Nato, though. Hits a solo shot. Maybe 1 more inning out of Brian Wu here. 2-run bomb by Luke Raley. 6-1. So our ace did not pitch like an ace in this one. We do get a run. We're going to go to Sam Hinges here. Face a few of the bottom of the order. George Kirby shutting us down. Maybe 1 more inning out of Hinges here. Solo shot by Cal Riley. 7-2. And George Kirby's been fantastic. We're going to go to Trevor Stephen here. 2-out walk doesn't crown to bite him. Can we get back in this game? Double play doesn't help that. Tim Herron in the pitch. Stolen base, strike, another run scores. An error and a runner gets thrown. So 8-2. This is not looking like a good game one here. And we lose game one in convincing fashion, 8-2. Not a way you want to start a series against a great pitching staff. I mean, we got smoked. We got to win this game. If we lose this game, it might be GG's on the series. Shane Bieber on the mound. Here we go. Strikes out 3 in the inning. Logan Gilbert looking to shut us down. 2-out single, stolen base, and they get a run. That's how you manufacture a run right there. Stolen base and a single. The bottom of the order, nothing going. Leadoff single, 2 singles, and a fielder's choice. There's a walk to Jose Ramirez, but we just can't get him home. Logan Gilbert shutting us down. Runner gets thrown out. Middle of the order. Double, fly out. Solo shot by Ryan O'Hearn ties the game, though. Maybe one more inning out of Bieber. So 7 strong innings. Logan Gilbert matching him pitch by pitch. 2-out walk. I'm going to roll with Bieber one more inning. Pinch runner. Okay, 2 singles in a row. I don't want to test my luck. Okay, Devin Williams to face Cal Riley. Pinch runner. Strikeout. Tyler Soderstrom, fielder's choice. What a job by Devin Williams. Bottom of the order. Perdomo. Strikeout. Quan, single. Ryan O'Hearn, double play. So Devin Williams, we're going to give the ball to Cade Smith at the leadoff walk. And they get a double play. My goodness, what a job. Andres Munoz in the pitch. Middle of the order. Maybe one more inning out of Cade Smith. Okay, we got to go to Class A here. 2 on, 1 out. Sack fly. It's 2-1. Kyle Manzardo grounds out. Newt flies out. Bo Naylor walks. We're going to pinch run for him here. Nolan Jones. Perdomo doesn't get the job done. The Mariners take a 2-0 series lead. This is not looking like a good series here, ladies and gentlemen. Not looking good. Not looking good here. Okay, we're on the road. Sasaki on the mound against Zach Eflin, the guy we traded for Brian Woe. We get a triple, can't get him home. Our offense is just not hit, which is expected against a pitching staff this good. A walk doesn't come around to bite us. 1-out single doesn't lead to anything. Leadoff single by Seattle. A walk. Leadoff double by David Fry. A walk. An error leads to 1 run. A sack flies 3-0. So we got some hope in this game 3. Zach Eflin has not looked sharp in this game. 2 on, nobody out. We get a ground out, a walk, and a grand slam by Kyle Manzardo, and it's 7-0. This is the offensive output we needed, but the Mariners are not going down without a fight. It's 7-1. Sasaki trying to get 6 strong innings out of him, which we do. Maybe one more inning. He's been rolling this game. 7 strong innings. Solo shot by Ryan O'Hearn makes it 8-1. So he gives up a triple. We're going to go to the bullpen. Trevor Stephen in the pitch with a big lead. Gets out of it. Herman Marquez in the game still. 2-run score, 10-1. And let's see if Stephen can stay the rest of our bullpen. He does. So 10-1. We win in convincing fashion here. Kyle Manzardo, the player of the game that time. So here we go. Game 4 against the Mariners. Down 2-1. Can we come back in this series? Tanner Beebe on the mound against Luis Castillo. Solo shot by Ryan O'Hearn. That's what we needed. But 2 walks in a row, we get a double play. Man, what a job getting out of that. A walk, run scores. You can only walk so many people before it comes back to bite you. Luckily, we only get 1 run so far. Double play. Luis Castillo. Beebe's not been too great in this one. He's only held him to 1 run, so you can't be mad at that. There's a 2-out walk, doesn't come around to bite him. Luis Castillo, besides that solo shot's been effective. 1, 2, 3, 6th. We get 1 more inning out of Beebe here. He has been awesome. Both him and Luis Castillo. They go to Matt Brash out of the bullpen to face the bottom of the order. We're going to go to the bullpen ourselves. Cam Smith, leadoff single, and a 2-run go-ahead bomb by Julio Rodriguez. Oh, man, that stings. Okay, top of the order. Andres Munoz, Steven Kwan strikes out. Ryan O'Hearn strikes out. Jose Ramirez hits a home run. We still got some life. But that ain't enough. and the Mariners take a 3-1 series lead. I'm going to send the next game, and they have eliminated us from the playoffs. We send the postseason. The Dodgers defeat the Mariners to win the World Series. So all in all, this Guardians franchise was a success. We made the playoffs 2 out of 3 seasons. We had a 500 record, all above 500 record, I should say, all 3 seasons. We made some moves. We were aggressive. We didn't overspend. So I hopefully you guys enjoyed this Guardians franchise. Make sure to like and subscribe for more MLB The Show content. We upload every week. And if you like professional wrestling, check out our wrestling podcast, LTQ Wrestling Crew. Link is in the description. Appreciate you guys checking out the videos as always. Peace.